Again, it's a pleasure sharing the moments with you again on KAFTAN television, talking about the economy today. Okay, Chukwanubago here. I've got my guest who is already here seated with me, but then, as again, I will say today, before you get to meet him, let's do a little talk on monetary issues, that is business-wise. Let's look at something. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has approved the new foreign exchange policy that allows licensed Bureau de Change (BDC) operators to buy dollars from the Nigerian foreign exchange market, but with a weekly limit of $150,000 for each operator. In a circular signed by the Director of the Trade and Exchange Department, Dr. Musa Nakoji, the CBN said the decision is aimed at improving the supply of foreign exchange in the retail market and meeting the genuine needs of Nigerians who require foreign currency for personal and business purposes. Under the new directive, all BDCs that are properly licensed by the CBN can now buy foreign exchange from any authorized dealer bank of their choice at the current market rate. This means BDC operators are no longer restricted to a narrow source of supply as long as they follow the rules set by the regulator. The Apex Bank explained that the policy is designed to make the foreign exchange market work better and allow more people and businesses to access foreign currency across the country. Well, we'll just have to let it be at this point in time because of other things we've got to do. So we'll return to continue with the rest of the things we have for today. I'd say that I already have my guest and I have a topic. Today we are still looking at what is referred to as New Year Reinforcement. Please, can we see the topic? New Year Reinforcement, yes. And this is the 7th edition of it. And we had a bit of discussion on common mistakes of startups. Today we will be concluding that. And well, we may not be concluding that because it doesn't, I don't think it will end in just 2 episodes of the program. But then we will look at, we discussed 1 to 5 of the common mistakes. I remember that Dr. James Komolafe, who still is the guest here, the person with whom this program will keep running until it is through every Wednesday, as I've mentioned, who is here too, would, he did talk about number 1 to number 5 of the mistakes. Yeah. So today we'll get into the remaining topics, the remaining mistakes. There is a book that he has that has written about 25 mistakes, and the book we'll also look at and see today. It's a beautiful one. There are 25 mistakes of startups. As he starts talking, I would like to see that book. But right away, let me say welcome to you, Doctor.
Thank you so very much,
yes,
and I hope you are making your own money and not the mistakes.
God will help me perfect it all, even as I'm working on towards that too. Because as much as I present and talk about this, I also need to make some of my own. Yes.
And do it the right way.
Exactly.
To get the right form.
And of course, with you around me, there is no room for failure.
No room.
Thank you so much. Now, Dr. James Komolafe, we have discussed 1 to 5. Yes. We did discuss 1 to 5 last week. So can we hit it and see how much we can go, how far we can go today?
We have 25.
Yes. So let's begin with 6 today. Yes.
That startup make. And they just do it for fun and do it for free, not knowing it is actually costing them fortune. And that's why you see, brief, tap, tick, top, tick can go, and then it's one-off because of this series of mistakes they do when starting up. And like I did say, some just start up because they needed money, a quick fix. And quick fixes don't solve problems on permanent note. So that's why we're taking number 6. Customer is king out there, people say. So the number 6 costly mistakes of startup in business, either you are producing service or goods or whatever it is ignoring customers' behavior signals. When a customer tells you, hey, uncle, I don't like the way this thing is packaged. Can you just look at the ceiling? You say, don't mind that man. He's too perfect. He wants everything perfect, and you ignore. And you just think, oh, he's saying it. Is he my only customer? Before you know it. And you see, in sales strategy and mechanics, when you lose a customer, you have as well lost 21 other prospective customers. Because bad news spreads so fast and quick. So please be able to be there to track the behavioral pattern of your customer. What he wants, the way he wants it, why he also wants it that way. Please be there to just go along. When customers speak, they are talking about response time, engagement, repeated usage, and then, in fact, some of their silence also speak. So you need to be all eyes, watch, and be the one who notes things down and listen in order to apply. So that's number 6 error there that startups they usually make because of just the catch for the money thing. They hardly listen to their customers. And you see, when you listen to your customer adequately and appropriately, he is going to patronize you because you are giving him a sense of honor and a sense of presence for what you are selling. And the 7th one is chasing fast money at the expense of trust. Oga, will this thing get here by 12? You say, sincerely, I'll try and bring it 10:30 a.m. And by 12:30, the customer is trying to call your number. You are nowhere to be found. Trust is critical. In fact, the first thing you are selling is not your product or service, it's your trust. Are you reliable? Can you be trusted to deliver? There was a company we were banking with to supply our office water. We said, young man, please bring 10 packets of pure water, or bottled water and all of that. Please, can you bring it by 12? We will say, no problem. We'll be there before 12. 4 p.m. he will not show up.
Not even one.
Neither will he put a call through to say, sorry, doctor. Oh, our car had a problem on the way and all of that. It could be after the 3rd day he will now call or just box into you to want to supply. So such type of inconsistent behavior, market dynamics will never forgive. So please be up and doing. Don't just chase fast money at the expense of trust. Or you see, mechanics. I'm sorry to say, if you are a mechanic out there, auto mechanics out there, or some of our artisans, it's common with them. Once you can pay them full money, be sure they won't deliver the job at the right time. They will now, because they have pocketed your own money, they will now look for other money.
Which is very wrong.
Which is very wrong. They do it. Artisans do it. You pay them full money, they are not going to deliver us to time. So what we do is to say, okay, see, your whole money is here, but I won't pay you. When you bring the cloth, when you bring this stuff or that stuff, then you get your balance. It's not supposed to be so. When you have trust deficit in business as a startup, you may start up, but you will stop down too close, which
too
is
soon.
not good. Too soon.
Which will be painful, which is not quite okay.
So customers, you see, you damage your brand, you end up having unstable income because there's no trust issue. So trust is an asset. You want to start any business, no matter how huge or how small. Don't say it's my friend now. That's sentiment. You don't bring sentiment to business. In fact, sentiment in our days, especially in this crowd, climb, through research, does more harm than good to business. Say, it's my uncle now, it's my brother now, what will he do for me? What will he do to me? He can't throw me away. So people say, sorry, uncle, nephew, I get you job somewhere. In fact, my own brother, I don't give him my work to do because he has failed me not once, twice, or the third time. And every referral I gave him, he calls it a bluff. And they will come back to report him to me. So that is reputational damage to me.
Yes.
So I prefer a straightforward person who can get my job done excellently and that to time. So you are a startup out there, please, you need to know that very seriously and do the right thing at the right time for the right reason. Let your word be your bound. What you are not going to do, don't promise it. Don't say, it's no problem at all. I will deliver just for the hush and all of that. And then many startups out there, number 8, you see they are not organized. And where you lack organization, you will go through agony. It's either that you are organized or you go through agony. So please try to be very organized.
So as not to agonize.
So as not to agonize. So as to even reduce your hour of prayer over all things where you see devil and demon fighting your business. You can just put in some little discipline there. Possibly those demons will not be able to work on what you are doing and have any impact on your work. So very vital, please be organized. Have your record. What goes in, what comes out, and all of that. But if it is just business out of the spur, it's going to spoil show for you at the end of the day. And then number 9, so many of these startups don't have systems and structures. They just cash into the spur of the moment, like I said. Oh, uncle said I should supply this. That should not be a business model for you. One-off thing is different from a systematized stuff where people know after this is what happens next, and that is what happens next. This is a follow-up pattern and strategy. You might say, doctor, it's big companies that does what you are saying. No, you can develop a simple model to your sales strategy. After sales strategy, how do you follow up? How do you monitor issues and track what you are doing, what you are supplying, and all of that? It matters a huge lot. So very vital. And then another mistake, number 9, is that, you see, most times startups are much more interested in price before value. They've done it to me several years before. By the nature of what I do, I supply. I'm an infopreneur, not just an entrepreneur. I supply information, I create content and concept. And there was this organization I went into that has school inclined service. And while I was trying to just discuss the value I brought, I saw hands up. Doctor, how much? Tell us how much. How much is it? They were just looking at price. I said, no. You listen to what I want to do first. So that from there you can ask me how much. So when you close your mind to value and you are just talking of price, and when they ask you how much, without knowing what they are buying and the depth of what they are buying, is an error. So startups, please, in your starting up strategy, appreciate the value you are contributing first. Appreciate it. In fact, by the time you can do your value construct very well and people understand it, whatever price you mention may not really impact so much, even when they will come down from it, but at least you've been able to push forward the value you are bringing to table. So it's not about pricing, it's about the value of what you are offering. If your offer is good and it will solve problems that is on ground immediately, then it's okay. But to just mention a price, we've seen startups who, out of excitement, shoot themselves in the leg. What do? They just mention a price that has no bearing with even what they have done. And they may end up discovering that, oh, they just did it out of excitement, out of the spur of the moment, and it's even lesser than their cost. And when your benefit is lesser than cost, what happens? You run out of business. You are going to end up packing up the business. So please, that is not how to do it. Then number 10, treating one-off sales as a business model. I said it before. That it worked for Mr. A in this way may not mean to work for Mr. B that same way. So don't make a model out of one-off sales or service, and then you want to fix your price on a general note. No, learn to do what we call price discrimination. And what does that mean? Look at the merit of each sales, each buy. Okay, who am I selling to? It's a DG that is involved. That's a leader. Who am I selling to? Oh, it's a headmaster that is involved.
That's another leader in a different setup.
In a different setup.
Yes.
So you can't give them the same pricing.
No.
Even if the value is the same and the product is the same. So you need to learn that as a what? A start. Exactly. So emotional intelligence is critical. You need to be able to read in between the lines what your customer is saying, and then who is this your customer, not just going after sales.
Oh, thank you so much. That's number 10.
Yes.
We'll still take some more before we let it be for today. But before we continue, let us take what we have from the business news. Then we'll return and continue with that, sir.
Nigeria's National Pension Commission, PENCOM, has increased the maximum equity exposure for several retirement savings accounts, the RSA fund classes, to improve liquidity and investment efficiency. The changes apply immediately to all licensed pension fund administrators and custodians. Under the new guidelines, RSA Fund 1 equity limit rises from 30% to 35%, Fund 2 from 25% to 35%, Fund 3 from 10% to 15%, and Fund 4 active from 25% to 33%. The adjustment aims to address a shortage of qualifying alternative assets that had restricted PFAS from fully deploying funds. PENCOM says the move will give pension managers more flexibility while maintaining portfolio diversification. It adds that the adjustment is part of broader efforts to diversify pension investments beyond fixed income assets and to enhance overall fund performance. The federal government will sell selected state-owned assets to private investors in 2026 as part of efforts to deepen economic reforms and attract fresh capital inflows. Finance Minister and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, made the announcement at the Conference for Emerging Market Economies in Saudi Arabia. The government is reviewing its portfolio to identify assets for sale and determine timelines and disposal structures. The initiative aligns with broader reforms, including subsidy removal, forex liberalization, and tax overhauls aimed at stabilizing the naira, improving revenues, and boosting economic growth. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has confirmed the full deployment of its scriptless security settlement system, S4, as the exclusive platform for primary market auctions of government securities. Following the February 2026 Treasury bills auction, all bids were submitted, processed, and allocated solely through S4, with authorized banks now the only channels for investors. Analysts say the move centralizes price discovery, reduces information gaps, and enhances transparency. The CBN also plans to extend S4 to the secondary market, a step expected to reshape liquidity, yield formation, and policy transmission across Nigeria's sovereign debt market. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, have unveiled a framework to guarantee automatic refunds within 30 seconds for failed airtime and data recharges. The exposure draft mandates accountability across banks, payment platforms, and mobile operators, backed by a central monitoring dashboard. The system will track failed transactions, service breaches, and consumer complaints in real time, while addressing errors from ported numbers and mistaken recharges. With strict audits and penalties, regulators aim to eliminate delays, restore consumer trust, and modernize Nigeria's digital payments and telecom ecosystem.
That's it. We're still on it. Just coming from the business news, and so we're still here, returning to the discussion. And of course, as it is, we're talking about the mistakes that startups make in business. And we've had 1 to 10 now, because we had 1 to 5 the previous edition, and today we've had 6 to 10.
Can still do 5 more.
But the magnanimity of Dr. Komolafe James is what is making us, helping us now. So, Doctor, let's take the third 5 so that we can have 15.
Good.
Yes.
So the 11th mistake, of course, costly, that startup make is monetizing before trust is earned. In fact, what I do out of wisdom at some platform is I don't tell them price. I say, well, as you see, view the value and what you think I'm worth. So I've thrown the dice, cast the dice before them. And don't do that where you lack emotional intelligence. Otherwise, people will take you for a ride.
Yes, and
give you
2,000
something
that
that
what is
cannot
cost
even
25,000.
cannot even service the cost. So you work with wisdom and just build that trust. Earn it first. Where you have earned trust, your bill can be anything because they have trusted you. But where you are still trying to build trust, don't go and raise your price to the point that, and to even call it a bluff, you are raising price before value, which I have explained. Earn trust first, even when it is looking like, you are not going to make that much in the immediate. Please, the trust quotient is very critical. And then, number 12, scaling sales without strengthening relationship. Just because you feel they are buying it, and you don't look at track and the flow, you don't look at trend analysis, we call it, to know that, okay, if I produce man with this organization, be able to keep on buying. What if they suddenly stop? Where you don't keep such communication, you can just collapse the business. For example, when the superpowers announced that Nigerian oil will not be bought, and it is sudden. So what happened to the projection of budget and all that based on crude supply?
Yes,
so
that we
very
hope
vital.
that as it will be coming, we'll be making the money to work with.
So very vital. And then number 13 is inconsistent customers' experience. You don't keep track record of the experience to be able to manage their spaces very well.
Doctor, please, what we also will refer to, this when you're talking now is number 13, is it?
Yes.
We also refer to number 12 as eating your cake, your eggs before you have them.
Can you see? For which there is a popular mythology that you cannot eat your cake and have it at the same time. So very vital. We need to put the right thing at the right place for the right time. So inconsistent customers' experience, and you see, when they don't really know whether you are hot or cold, and they see you in various temperament and all of that, they say, is that woman coming? I beg, go. Me, I don't want wahala. Buy from that cool-headed man. So let's know you with a particular character trait, very vital, because when you are inconsistent in your experience, it will reduce customers' loyalty.
In addition, you said, let's know you with a particular character trait.
Yes.
So it could be, let's know you with a particular good character trait.
Good one.
Because if we look at a character trait that is on the negative, that will chase people away.
It's your person before your product.
Exactly.
We said that before.
Yes.
So if you just bring out any character trait that is bad and ugly, of course, even when you bring good stuff, they'll say,
it may not last.
It won't sell. If they buy it, it's just because maybe they just want to
urgent need to have it.
There's an urgency to it. Otherwise, please, what you sell first in the marketplace, in the 21st century business, is character.
Your character. Yes.
Your character. And your character is not only what is seen coming out of your mouth, even how you look. Your look matters a whole lot. What are you wearing? You are wearing a very dirty dress and you want to sell water for people to drink. Of course, that's counterproductive.
It is.
Nobody will buy. Pure water. I was driving off the road one day, a highway, and I was very thirsty. So I needed bottled water. And I said, bottled water, cold. Then they rushed to me. The first boy that brought cold water, I looked at the dress. No, because it washed out. Then the other one came, which was not cold, but looking neat and nice. So I bought from him. But he said, okay, I came here first. And I have cold water. You asked for cold water. I even came here first. I said, sorry, don't worry.
You disqualified yourself.
You disqualified yourself unknowingly. So, and startups, they make such mistakes often. And they think, oh, it's one devil somewhere that is affecting them and afflicting them. You look at your discipline before you consider devil. Because even the so-called devil will not work on people most times who are disciplined to be able to study, work in discernment, and to know what is good to be done.
So this reminds me of what I had seen some time ago, and I really tried to express it.
Yes.
There was this woman that would sell, roasted corn.
By the roadside.
Yes, by the roadside. And when it's the season of frying akara, when the corn is no longer in season, she fries akara. Each time I'll be passing, I'll be in the vehicle and I will just wind down and say, get out of the drainage. And I'll go. I'll come again, I'll come through that way. I say, get out of the drainage. So one day I stopped. I said, do you mean you've not been hearing all I've been telling you? Look at where you're selling. Look at the drainage. It's just on it that you are. And you expect me to come and buy this thing you're selling.
You see, emotionally intelligent.
Shift, get inside a bit, out of this, so that people can find, let me not buy sickness, let me not buy disease,
coming
let
out
me not
of
buy
the
all these things to myself. And the woman said, yes, sir, okay, sir, and I left. You see, not long ago, I found out that that woman is no longer in business.
And you see.
And it must be because of the fact that she refused to do those things I was suggesting.
Just like an upper lady in town, in Wuse. Oh, the woman was just excellent in making upper.
Yes.
And each time we drive past, we just park by the side and buy. But now, a road network by our FCT minister had cleared that place. You know what the lady did? She still came to that same spot where vehicles cannot even
no longer stand.
So each time we drive past, we couldn't stop.
Oh.
And here was the poor woman still sitting on the same spot where cars can now stop.
And common sense requires that
she would just move
that she should move and look for at least
where
another
people
junction
can park
where it will be easy for people to come.
Buy, because we could buy 1,000 at a stretch or more, rather than just people will pick one here, one there. So people need to do business with sense. Don't keep your mind away while doing business as a startup to say it's just this small thing. You must aim for growth.
And don't call your village people, because it's not a village people that has made the road to get repaired.
Very, very vital. And then number 14 is that they ignore retention while chasing growth. I think people do say one bird at hand is better than how many in the bush. the plenty ones.
About at hand is
what more than
9. Yes.
So what do? You got a customer who is faithful to you, buying things from you, patronizing your service. Please, whatever you can do to retain that customer, do it, because it will sell your goodwill out. It will tell others, oh, this guy is good when it comes to fittings and all that, when it comes to painting. And you see, it is not only applicable to many a job. Even people in the ICT and all of that, people can't rely on your character and all of that, and all you are doing is to ignore retention. You just want to grow because you have a target that by March you must hit so target, by December you must see, and then you keep stepping on toes here and there. You could make your target.
How then can you get there?
But at the end of the day, the target will not make you. So it's one thing to fix a target, is another thing for that target to fix you. And people, I say it again, people very critical to sales, very critical to whatever you are merchandising, very, very vital. And then the other one we'll talk about is, I said it, operating without system, and then becoming the bottleneck of the business yourself.
Okay. Yes.
You are creating problem, or you are exhausted, there are hitches at your own end in supplying and all that, and you are giving excuses. You gave the first excuse, they call you again, you gave the second excuse. Even if that person is your close relation, you will say, can you see? And later now, they will say things are not doing fine and doing well with them. So please avoid things that will make you the bottleneck of your own business.
That reminds me again.
Missed opportunities.
There is something that was said long time ago by Daddy Gio. He said that there were some people that should be referred to as brethren that were to come at the camp to build when they were at the early stage of building.
Yes.
And such people, some of them will come in. What should be done in 3 days, they will do it in 7 days. He will still just tolerate, because we are talking about let's be brethren and all that. And they will continue to. Some would spend what they would do in 1 week, they do it in 3 weeks. It got to a stage, he said, well, if you can't do this, do not lay hold on the fact that you are a Christian. So because of it, we can tolerate your excesses. You are hereby given this period of time to make amends. If not, you'll be gone.
Okay,
and he meant it. He meant it. And he got to a point that he said, anyone can come and work, whether you're a Muslim or a pagan. And all of that. It doesn't matter.
In fact, I know
just come and work. And that is what happens there now.
I know a pastor who sacked a secretary for reading Bible at office hour on Monday morning.
When we're supposed to be working, doing some other thing.
Despite the fact that he was in the same church, he said, no, that's wrong priorities. You ought to have read your Bible at home. And we didn't engage you here to come and read Bible.
And if you must read it, let it not be when you're busy.
When you are supposed to do your
at your break time, you can do that. Yes.
You are not paid to come and read Bible here.
No.
Maybe in our own minds, she felt like pleasing the pastor and just showing that even me, I read Bible. So we do the right thing. At the right time to make the result. We are sacrificing our business for it. No matter what excuse you are giving, do the right thing at the right time. Be found at the right place at the right time. It's better to even go early than to go late when it comes to appointment.
Yes, that's 25 startup mistakes.
That is the book you need to download. Everyone in the world.
25 common startup mistakes. So it's great that we're seeing it here. Of course, it's Dr. James Komolafe there.
Yes. And you can see the smile on my face.
You
can smile to the bank. Just download it.
It's important that we look at that and help yourself as you read.
Now, can you see the topic? 25 common startup mistakes. And how to reroute them for profitability. Very vital.
Yes.
You need to know what to do and do it well. And a little drop of the ocean, a little
water into the
drop
ocean.
of water into the ocean,
Yes.
we make a mighty ocean. So
Yes.
if you don't tackle this little stuff, and you say it's just this small one, and is that why they must give my place to another business owner and all that, despite all that I have done? Poison does not have to become a big
No,
quantity.
even
Before
a drop of it can kill.
can kill. So don't say
drop
it's
of it
just
can kill.
little.
No.
And then if you have a big GP tank and it's leaking in just one place,
if you let it be, the whole of the water will be
will
gone.
drain off. And that's the business palace there. You don't just take anything that you say, where's my uncle? He will understand. He will pardon me. Business terrain is an unforgiving terrain. It's like sin against the Holy Ghost that doesn't forgive. So you see, do the right thing for the right reason and be up and doing in business. And then don't hire for speed instead of feet. Startup do that. They say, please, just bring people, let them help us. Before you know it, they do a ramshackle packaging. They do all kinds of stuff just because you want speed, and not to fit in. Excellence is the word. Even if you are selling bolly or selling maize or whatever, please do it neat and nice.
Yes.
Not for speed, but for fit.
And if you do it neat and nice, you will not be forgotten in a hurry.
You will not be forgotten.
People, I have seen people go distances to go and eat somewhere because they went there and saw that the food was quite well prepared.
I went to Ebonyi State for a program, and they showed me a woman who sells pap and bean cake to the State House.
You see?
Because of industry
yes,
and proficiency. Smiling to the bank. You might say ordinary bean cake and pap.
Please, if you say bean cake, some people may not understand.
Akara.
Talk about akara.
Yes, so very vital. That's why you need to read that book and watch your mistake. You say, oh, doctor, I'm not a startup. You still have one vital thing or the other to pick so as to scale your business, overhaul it, and then correct people who are coming in with the mentality of startup to your organization. And then why do startups just hit brick wall, and before you know it, they have veered into so many other things which they think will bring them the good money immediately.
See again that beautiful book of 25
common mistakes
of startups.
Make.
Startups make. And one beautiful thing I like about it most of all is the rider.
Yeah.
And how to reroute people that speak the American English, how to reroute them for profitability. Though we're always speaking the English one, the British one, how to reroute, how to reroute them for profitability. You see, it's not just that you've been told about the mistakes of the startups, but what do you do if you've been involved in these mistakes? How to bring yourself out of it and take yourself on the right route or track to make sure that you don't go back to it again. And remember, don't forget that the aim of all these, because we have spent time to do this, is to ensure that that thing you have decided that you do this year, that by the end of the year, you see that it has prospered effectively.
Yielded for you.
You
have been reinforced
for you.
Not just resolution.
Yes, don't just make resolution. That's why doctor said it's not just resolution
fails
but
at the end of the day. But reinforcement.
New year reinforcement. And we've been stressing it. That's why I've been saying 1, reinforcement, 2, reinforcement. So it will get into your head and remain there. Please, it's good to make resolutions, but don't end at resolutions. Reinforcement of these things so that they will work.
Something principle.
Don't
if we could
that.
do the 20th one, so that next time we'll just take the other 5 and entertain questions here and there.
Okay.
Some startups have the way of ignoring data and operating on assumption. Keep record. Simple bookkeeping. This is what came in. This is what went out. You see, it helps you to make projection.
Yes.
And you see, the journey of 1,000 miles
Begins with a step.
Proverb says begins with a step. Why Cyber Resources adds in the right direction.
Yes, a journey of 100 miles in the right direction.
Begins
with a step in the right direction. No, let's stress it again. The journey
of 1,000 miles begins with a step in the right direction.
Yes,
so very vital. Please don't ignore data, fact and figures. In fact, track your customer's profile and see, okay, oh, the profile is good. Okay, last month they bought 50. The previous month they bought 30. So what is the trend analysis looking? Oh, maybe this month they are buying 100. And then track it like that. What is making them to buy more? You need all those records so that you don't take the goods that they say, is this all you have? You say, sorry, we don't know you are going to buy this month and all of that.
So you are not prepared.
You are not prepared. They say, see, madam, now. Meanwhile, we gave her this opportunity and ignore every other person. So
and afterwards, you go home and say, pray, Lord, please, I want to blow.
I want to blow.
See, blow came, you ran away.
You say, whatever my hand touches, it will prosper. Whatever I lay my hand. Now you are laying your hand on something. You are not making preparations. And it is only when preparation meets opportunity that you have what?
The success that will follow.
The success you are looking for.
I also remember that sometime in some years back, of course, but then it's real. It happened in the Bible that the prophets came. A woman, the wife of one of the sons of the prophet, came to the prophet and said, my husband is late now, and they want to come and carry
because the man left with some debt.
Yes, he had debt, and the debtors wanted to come and carry her sons. And what the prophet said is, what do you have?
Which is another key issue we'll be discussing next edition.
Yes, we need to have something.
People look at what they don't have, they look at what they lack, rather what they have. And then they
so that it was what she had that got blessed and
expanded.
She blew effectively. So let's think about that, of course. We will not forget to mention.
What you have.
And let me also not forget to mention, there's this other book which will be showing you on a constant note in our individual and collective
in fact, Wealth
books.
Creators is also another one that people can pick and read. They are all there on the Space Star.
Yes, there is Wealth Creators. Yes, there is Wealth Creators. That's it. That
is an
Wealth Creators.
Yes, that will help you to start from zero.
How entrepreneurs tap treasure and create lasting pleasure.
Very vital.
Yes.
This is the year to make huge income, making huge impact, and creating wealth there. And everybody has that capacity. Whether you've gone to school or not, you are always an institution on your inside.
Yes.
And by the time we'll show you through this book what you have inside, you create wealth. And when you create wealth, you will never be a pipe whose inside water runs through and is yet dry.
Yes.
No. Touch any pipe, no matter how hot the sun,
it will still remain dry.
It will remain wet if water passes.
If water passes through, it will remain wet.
It will remain wet.
Okay.
In the inside and
in the inside.
cold
on the outside.
even when it is sunny.
Yeah,
because the water is
still flowing from the inside.
And that is how the Maker made every one of us. As long as you power something flowing out from your life, you'll never be dry.
You see?
Except something is happening to you or something is doing you. As they say.
That is as we say in Nigeria. What did they do me? What did they do
and
you?
Okay, it's either that you are doing something
or like something
is doing you.
Oh, that reminds me of my elder brother of blessed memory. He would say, I know what I am doing, but the thing that is doing me is what I don't know.
Can you see?
Know, when we ask him certain things
there,
he would always say that. I said, well, better start checking.
And
you
many
know?
people are in that state, knowing what
they are doing. But what is doing them is what they don't know.
And possibly hindering what they are doing.
Of course, definitely. It's the hindrance that's the reason for which you not say
take that as a topic
me.
of discussion
some
other day.
Yes,
and help other people out there so that those limitations can be taken out. And in fact, these 25 errors of startups are also things that could be doing them in an attempt to make the sale.
Yes.
So when you know, you come out of ignorance.
Exactly.
And a cliche, and of course, a very inspired word says, you will know the truth. And what happens? The truth that you know will make you free.
Make you free.
So freedom comes when you embrace the truth.
Yes.
But in a situation where you lack all this and you walk in ignorance, then you'll be facing the wrong battle, fighting the wrong battle, facing the wrong direction, and yet expecting something meaningful to come out of your business. No, it cannot
happen. It cannot happen.
So your brother's quotation of quote of blessed memory is very pivotal here. Know what you are doing, but please don't block your bracket. Don't keep your other bracket closed. Extend it no more. Get to read these books and see where you need to cross your T and dot your I.
And in case you don't have enough strength to read, because many people don't find time to read these days, you can contact me or contact Dr. James.
Go to KAFTAN TV social media.
Yes, and come to us.
And then we'll be able to put you through.
Make your statement. Ask your question. So we can help you get the e-copy.
The e-copy is available.
Which is easier for everyone these days.
And then some of these
the physical copies are there. Come for them.
Some of these mobile devices can even read books to you.
Yes, that's it.
While you drive, while you're in bed and all of that. But of course, you need to read.
Yes.
Just try to read. It's part of the reinforcement strategy. You need to keep up.
Let's round this off now as we look at
get this book immediately
these 25
and
common
read it.
Startup mistakes. It will help. I mean, all of you that is our target, you know what we mean. The one that is prepared not to continue in the mistakes of the past. That's the person that's the target on this program. Do get to look for this. It will help you. I want to specifically again thank Dr. James Komolafe, of the behavioral, who is a behavioral change specialist, and a lot more than that. He is into so many things really. And I want to say that it's been a pleasure.
So many things that are good,
so many into so many positive things. Yes, because we know that Dr. James is also something more than that. He is a business strategist and
behavioral therapist
and enterprise architect.
Yes.
So we don't forget all those things. These are all part of the things that and of course, when we talk about him, there is also the SABA. SABA, that is the School of SABA Resources, the School of Articulation and Behavioral Alignment Resources. So let's think about all these things. These are the things that can help us. We've been doing this in alignment with SABA, really, to ensure that you will not regret, even by the end of this year, concerning the decisions you took in January. So that you can see, as we follow it this way, you'll be able to get to have that expected profit and expansion.
Okay, maybe we should even throw out this big one to all our listeners out there, that by the time we are through with some of these business fit and all of that, we are going to do a huge one, a seminar, a webinar for you. Just enjoy.
That would be good.
And we package your business outfit for you and show you how to scale and make the money as you catch the phone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So watch out. It's countdown to it.
Yes.
It's going to show you in practical times how to walk away from some of your own errors that are keen to your business model and all that, and show you the hitches here and there so that you can catch the phone and make the fund.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, that's how we'll be rounding off our stay with you on the program today. One more time, thanks a lot, sir, for being here, Dr. James Komolafe.
We continue the discussion.
Yes, we'll continue. Of course, don't forget, it's a continued discussion because this thing has streamed live, is streaming live right now, and it's on all our social media networks.
Facebook,
please
YouTube,
go to all these social media networks. You will see us. Make your comments. We will ask your questions. We want to see it. Some of the time we're waiting to hear your question and you don't have any. We want to use your questions to make this program richer. Please watch. ask your questions, and then we'll be able to talk about it as we meet again. But please, it's a continuous thing. Read, listen, watch, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and all. We're there. Thank you so much for being there, dear viewer. Come again when we meet again. Let me not forget to say special thanks to Adebayo Samsi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I also want to say thanks to Samuel Omaji and for what we've done here today. Thanks to Anne Igoing. Thank you so much, Anne, for doing a great work. I want to also say that Victor Chizea has been part of this, and of course Felix Akinjagola. Let me thank all of you. And it's a painful thing that one of us lost his dad, Victor Adeye. May God rest his soul. And Victor, be encouraged. We think about you. You are part of this production team. Well, this is how we'll go. Kechukwu Onubogu here. And what have I got to say? May the very best happen to us all the time.